like our society has gone so individualistic, which is good. People need to express, but also you get isolated and you're lonely and
it fails to be a society, right? If everyone is out for themselves to such a degree that they're injuring their neighbors, right? And so that I think all of that is true about San Antonio. When I left here, I felt very much like there's stuff to do and there are people who I connect with, but there's no accelerant to the whole. It's like we can keep toiling, and you know what I mean? So when I left, I didn't leave to go do goals somewhere else. Like it was kind of a different situation. Like I got asked to move to Carbondale, and I was like, okay, like I didn't want to be here anymore. So it was perfect timing for me, but I had no plan to ever come back because it felt like people were at such odds, especially in the art community. If your neighbor got some kind of shine, it was like, why are they, you know what I mean? And it was like, this is for the whole street though, right? Like if the neighbor does and this neighbor does and you're still left out, the street has, like a rising tide raises all boats kind of thing. And it was lost on a lot of people because I think unfortunately the prevalent culture, like our prevalent culture, rewards and we promote people who tend to be more self-centered and people who tend to be more, I'm trying to do for me, and you know what I mean? Like we recruit these people and we tell them like, yeah, you're doing great, like because you're hitting these metrics or whatever it is. But there's all this damage around them, you know what I mean? And there's no real community. And I think what's special about San Antonio now is that's what I'm saying. I couldn't tell you why it's happened. I think there's been some critical mass that got hit where people all just kind of had some kind of awakening or whatever, you know what I mean? And just started being better to each other.
Yeah.
But it feels like people are working together a lot more and a lot better,
But it's hard. I think us, being from here, having some roots here, San Antonio is such a good place to plug back into.
Yeah.
But it's hard to move here, I get that where if you move here from another city, you're living up on 281, and you're like so what do people do here? Right?
Yeah.
And so I think we need to do a better job of how do you make it easier for people to plug